remember the dead, all those many hundred across the northwest who have died due to exposure to asbestos. To read all of their names would take more time than we have here today, but we remember each and every one of them and commit ourselves to fight for the living.
Thank you very much. We remember the dead, all those many thousands killed by all work-related illnesses such as heart disease, lung diseases and cancers, and the asbestos cancers across the northwest. All these hundreds of workers, we do not know their names because they are not recorded. But we will read out the names of those deaths that have been reported to the HSE since April 2010, when this condemned government came to power. But we remember everybody. These names are to signify the deaths of everybody. We remember Michael Moran, David Astley, Ian Aliski, Stanley Ian Hurd, Zbigniew Galka,
Liam O'Neill, Niall Page, Thomas Postlethwaite, Dorothy Ann Harts, Peter Coots and Leslie Brown.
Alan Catterall, Tony Schultz, Chris Cowan, Amin Quabil, Stephen Garrett.
Martin McGlasson, Colin Elwood, William Wilson Bow, Grant Kinney, Jason Pennington.
Susan Brooks, Michael Wickstead, Mohammed Shakil Abu, Daniel Lobb, Christopher Morris, and commit ourselves to fight for the living.
Construction workers killed in the Northwest region since April 2010. Peter Cochran, James Dennis Kay, Matthew Nixon, Andrew Dyke, James Sim, Edward Fitzgerald, Anthony Corsby, Carl Green, Gregor Sorbo, Gary Mellor, Lindsay Richard Easton, Michael Sweet, Graham Redfern and Justin Fever.
We remember Robert Dunrow, James Bibber, Thomas Elmore, Sean Bennett and Graham Begley.
Thank you very much for reading those. I'm now going to like hell for the living, but I think we're all very clear. I'm not going to go over and summarise what everybody said because we've had eloquent speakers describing every aspect of this. In a minute, I'm going to ask Claire to play us a song while we unveil a picture which will show who will be the likely victims of this government's monstrous attack on health and safety. And I'm going to invite you all to go to the Friends Meeting House down there on Mount Street for some refreshments which have been provided by Thompson's. But I just want to say that somebody has handed me, they've written a song while they were on the march. Basil Landau has said that something to keep us marching along. To the tune of John Brown's Body, we should sing Join the Fight for Health and Safety and Save More Workers' Lives. I think you can all work out how that goes. I am not going to sing it for you now. I'd like to thank you all for coming here today and for remembering the dead, as we should, because they are remembered nowhere else, and to remember that what is happening at work at the moment is completely unacceptable, and what this government wants to do is to make it even worse. Collectively, through trade unions and workers' struggle, and families and campaigners and activists working together, we've won what we've got now. They want to drive this back, and only all of us working together will save our lives. Thank you all very much. This is short, and it's used on the FAC DVD because it was inspired by them, where the first few verses were. We've been sold down the river, pushed to the side, taken for granted, taken for a ride, and now, with eyes open wide, enough is enough. We've seen selfish corporations again and again cut corners for profit, make excuses when then enough is enough. Come the day we realize no one owns land, seas or skies. The world is made on what we give, not what we take from this. We've seen the shameless take more than they need, driven by relentless greed. Well, if that's what it takes to succeed, enough is enough. We've seen stock markets hit the peak and tumble as quickly and pound the weak. It's always the pose on a losing streak. Enough is enough. Come the day we realize no one owns land, seas or skies. The world is made on what we give, not what we take from this. We've seen continent on continent almost plundered to death. The speculators thrive unchecked. Give the earth a chance to catch its breath. Enough is enough. We've had government on government, let the rich evade the taxes that the rest of us pay. No wonder so many feel betrayed. Enough is enough. Come the day we realize no one owns land, seas or skies. The world is made on what we give, not what we take from it. There's no dignity in avarice, there's little in stealth. There's nothing in poverty, there's less in wealth. So when you have more than you need for yourself, enough is enough. Enough is enough.